Hey everyone, welcome back. So my daughter just moved into her new apartment, and like most young adults, they are lacking furniture. So she's asked if I would make her a coffee table. So we're going to take a look around the shop, see what materials I can find, and we're going to make her a coffee table that goes in her brand new apartment. Now she's asked for it to have some storage, so we're going to make it so that it's got a hinged top. I know that I have a large pallet laying around that I found not too long ago that has some really nice pine wood on it, so I know I'm definitely going to start with that. And then I have some scrap steel left over from the airplane wing door that we're going to use some of that. So let's go take a look at what else we have and let's get started on this new project. So I found some 1.5" square steel. I think I've got enough to do what I want to do with that. Even though I haven't really done much of a drawing, I do have some kind of an idea in my head about what I want to do. I want the coffee table to be about 48 inches long, maybe 18 inches deep, and probably about 18 inches high. The steel is going to be the framework, and then I'm going to find some pallet wood to kind of fill in all the spaces and to kind of give it a little bit more of an industrial, rustic look, but at the same time still be functional and kind of cool looking. Let's get started. I ran out of the 1.5" square tubing. However, I have some 1.5" angle. We're going to make that work. This is when it's helpful not to be married to one specific idea. You got to be flexible when you're creating. You got to always be thinking, and you got to look around to see what you have on hand. Let's do it. The framework is done. Now I need to put some other metal in there so that I have something to put the wood up against. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of this 1/2" square stock. This is just stuff that I have laying around that I used on another project. This thing is going to be a bomber coffee table. It's going to be a little heavy, but it's going to be solid. So let's add this in now. The framework is done. Now I just have to prime it and paint it. Then I just have to work on the wood part of the coffee table. Because I have a lot of leftover pallet wood from the job I did at Mooney's Irish Pub up in Sedona, Arizona, I think I'm going to use that around the edges of the coffee table. I might sand it down to kind of lighten up the color just a little bit, but hey, might as well put it to good use. All of the wood has been cut and planed for the sides of the coffee table. Now we're going to add a little provincial wood stain. Kind of had it handy and laying around, and we're going to kind of do some different tones on the wood. We'll see how that turns out. Alright, all the boards are in place. Now it's time to make the lid. I found an old pallet not too long ago right outside the shop, and then I've got a piece of hinge that I had from another project. I'm going to see if I can break it into some pieces and make that work. So let's see what happens now. All right, the top's all done. That was pretty cool. And now it's time to put the bottom on. I have some scrap plywood that I'm going to use for that. Once the bottom's in, I got to put the hinges on the top, give it a coat of varnish, and then it's time to deliver. Okay, the coffee table is complete. Although it's kind of hard to call it a coffee table. I'm not sure what you'd call it. But if you put your coffee on it, it looks like a table. And it could be a coffee table, I suppose. But it's like a storage type container. Chest, maybe. That's the word. Maybe it's more of a chest. So take a look. All right, so I'm just pulling up to my daughter's apartment to deliver the coffee table, and let's see if I can get a reaction out of her. I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, Dad, I love it! Oh my gosh! Thank you!
Hey, thanks for taking the time to watch my video. It was a lot of fun making the coffee table, and as you can see, my daughter really enjoyed it. So if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos that are coming up, then do me a favor and subscribe. If you have any comments or any suggestions for future videos, leave me some comments down below.